So, John,
So what?
are you kind of wondering why you're here?
Well, I've been talking with Brenda.
So what did they tell you when they arrested you? Did they tell you what the charge was?
Am I arrested?
Yeah.
They didn't tell me.
Yeah, they did arrest you. So you are under arrest.
Oh, okay.
Okay? Yeah, so you are under arrest. So.
And what am I arrested for?
Murder.
Really?
Yeah. You are arrested for murder. Yeah. And obviously, my job as a detective is I investigate. I've been doing this for 36 years. So, in fact, I'm hoping to do like one more, and you're going to see me retire.
Good for you.
But I've been doing this for 36 years, and I've learned over the course of that years that there's always two sides to a story. I mean, I understand that. Nothing that happens in a person's life is black and white. I mean, there's gray areas. There's things that happen in our lives that affect how we act, what we do, and nothing's black and white. Right. And I get that sometimes people that are good people, and I'm one of those people, can make a bad decision based on emotion or events or several other things. So what I like to do is I always like to collect both sides of a story, because I know there's two sides of a story. So I've kind of collected this side of the story. That
who's murdered?
Huh?
Who's murdered?
Well, how about this? Because I could tell you the name, and I will tell you it here. Because I'm going to be, what I will tell you, John, is as we talk, I'm going to be honest with you. I'm not going to bullshit you, not going to lie to you, not going to trick you. I'm going to be honest with you. Okay? Because that's who I am. I don't fucking lie to people. I don't trick them. Like I told you earlier, there's always two sides of a story. So my job is to gather the facts, the information, and everything else, and then try to make an intelligent decision about what it is. Okay? So obviously the thing is, you've been arrested, which I told you that, and you've been brought down here to a police.
I mean, they handcuffed me. They didn't tell me they were arresting me.
Okay, but I'll tell you that.
But I assumed.
Yeah, you probably assumed that when they put handcuffs on you and put you in a police car that you were probably under arrest.
And I thought it had something to do with the car, because me and Brenda have been talking, like, wonder what they found there.
Right. So, obviously, when I came up and talked to Brenda on Sunday, you were up cleaning the yard.
John claimed his daughter's boyfriend, Andrew, sold her into prostitution for money and drugs. Yet, he couldn't even recall the exact date or month of the incident. That was a huge red flag. And by this point, the officer knew cracking John wouldn't be easy.
Okay. And you said this was her boyfriend? And what was his name?
Andrew.
Okay.
I'm trying to think what his last name is. He had two last names.
Well,
but Andy.
So how did these two first meet?
A friend of hers, Ben.
Okay.
Benjamin.
Okay.
Not Ben that I was with, a little kid, 18-year-old, 19-year-old kid.
Okay.
And she met him that way.
Okay. So when did she meet him? Do you remember?
Early summer.
Early summer of just this last year?
2019.
Okay.
I believe.
So
or maybe late summer of 2019.
Okay. So they meet through this kid, Benjamin.
And they knew other people.
Okay. And then are they friends? Do they turn into dating? What kind of relationship do they end up in?
Kind of like they were buds kicking around, know. I think it was sexual at some point or whatever.
Right.
They were robbing me blind, and I kept looking at them and I was going, I said, if it wasn't for my daughter, I'd be beating your ass right now.
Right. So were they both stealing from you, or your
She
daughter?
was allowing it.
She was allowing
taking him into my house.
Okay. So now did he stay at your house for a while? Or he was just, she was allowing him to come over?
And take stuff.
What kind of shit were they taking from you?
All kinds of stuff. If you go look at the house, it's full of everything. It's crazy.
Right.
There's Wii systems, Xbox 360s, there's games, there's, every one of my kids didn't even actually, I always got them a TV, I always got them a game system, always got me blah, blah, blah.
Right.
Spoil them, I guess, I don't know. But,
so at some point in talking...
But she got hit, she got ran over by a car on Nevada in Central.
Okay.
And she got awarded money, $23,000.
Oh, okay.
And then she's, I'm gonna buy this, I'm gonna buy that, I'm gonna buy Andrew a car. And I said, why?
Right.
She goes, well, I go, he's a piece of shit. And I go, and I told her many times, nothing good's gonna come from him. I can tell, he's just a shitball. And she said, everybody hates him,
Right.
but he's got kids, and I really just want to get him a car, and I hope he gets out of town.
Right.
Because a lot of people were after him. So after he got her locked out of her account and had access to it, then he took her to not quite Seattle,
Okay.
in the hill coming down, whatever little town, and sold her. If you're lucky to get away.
Right.
When I told her, I said, well, because the guy that was dragging her around, he said, I know your dad. And it was like, really? And it wasn't like the next place they went.
Right.
Some black people ran in, frantic, saying, that she's from a rich family in Oregon, Portland, Oregon, blah, 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 and they're racist, and just causing a scene. And there was some mace there, and she was able to spray the mace, get out. And, well, that don't happen. Just, I told her, I said, I think he staged it.
Right.
For you to get away.
Oh, to help her.
Because how often do they get away?
Not usually. Once they suck them into that black hole, they
Yeah,
don't
I told
escape.
her I was Mississippi, and I believe he did, So, some guy calls us up. First, he called us.
Okay.
From like a hamburger joint or something. And Mom was on a Uber ride and couldn't talk. Said, I'll call you back. Right? Well, she left. And so then we didn't hear from her until the next day.
Right.
And so the guy called up and said, she found your daughter walking down the street without a coat, it's pouring down rain. And the guy ended up being kind of homeless himself. He was working at a hotel that was shut down, and they stayed there. And we took off right away and came and got her.
Right.
She didn't even tell us anything happened.
Okay.
We were downtown going on the rides and stupid stuff like that, wasting all day. Then as we're heading out of town, I'm getting kind of tired. I lay down in the back. About George, they're waking me up because Steffi told her some events that happened, And
Right.
I mean, we would have took her to the hospital right away.
Right.
It's like, come on, So, but she didn't want to press no charges against him. She didn't, because she still was hoping he'd just ride off in the sunset. He got that car stolen. I don't even know, a Lexus or something.
Right.
So, who knows?